So my house burned down. Did you guys hear about that? That was the next thing. Everything stayed pretty normal. Went to the lake a lot, and then Sunday morning, I'll just tell you the story. I wrote some stuff, but I haven't like shared it at all other than talking to Sam. And we were driving around Sunday in my car. It was covered in ash and bits of my house. I didn't have time to like wash it off, so I was like, check it out. There's like my house is on my car. There was pieces of my History of Westeros, just this Game of Thrones thing, on it's such a thick book, so pieces of it like flew out and stuck on the car. I never finished reading that, so that sucked. That was bad. All right, so here's the thing. Number one, like high five for me that I sleep in pants. Number one, I sleep with pants on. Ever since I was a kid, I was afraid that I would have an emergency and have to run outside and be in my underwear. And it was like not a like reasonable fear to have, but like fuck everybody because it worked. I had pants on. Boom. But now I'm gonna sleep in my jeans and shoes and my wallet in my pocket. That's what I'm gonna adjust differently. It was really scary. Like I don't want to go into the scary part because then I feel like we'll never get back out to the funny because there was like scary parts. But after we were out of them, my son and I were out of the apartment, and the first fire truck had shown up. It had been there for like 15 minutes, and I was thinking, great, because I could still see the fire was only in like the first half of the apartment, and most of my stuff is in the like good stuff's in the like the other half, whatever. Firefighter came to the door. They had their like. You know, they have, like, I don't know the firefighting terms. It's just, like, the pokey stick. They have, like, the stick with the hook on it. And they're, like, at the door, like, hiking up to the thing. And, like, does anybody have the keys to that car? And I'm like, yes, they're in the kitchen that's on fire. So I can't move it. And they're like, all right, well, we're just waiting for the water truck. And they're, like, walking back. I was like, well, good thing you guys brought your pokey sticks to, like, stab at all of my stuff that's on fire. I just said thank you. Thank you, but I was thinking like, show up with the water truck. Just show up with that part. Just bring all of the water trucks. If you don't know like what the fire looks like when you get there, just ask the person calling, like, is it really big? And I'll be like, it's the biggest. It's the biggest, just bring all of the water. I called my dad and he was like, wasn't there like a hose outside the barn? Because like my apartment's on top of it. Here's the thing too: don't rent cheap apartments that are built on top of barns, because barns are full of hay, and that burns really fast. That's a lesson learned. Don't do that. Don't do that. Actually, this extra sad thing is none of the hay burned. Just my apartment. Nothing else burned below it. Just only all of my things. So terrible. When I was walking with Sam, but the worst part too, I go back. Like, also because I didn't sleep with shoes on yet. I do that now. I had wet socks for like 2 hours. I was walking around with wet socks. That's worse than watching your stuff burn. Is walking around in wet socks. You guys haven't like experienced torture if you have wet socks on. It's the worst. So I was walking around with Sam. We're having lunch, and a homeless guy was like panhandling, for money. Asked Sam for change. He's like, nope. Asked me for money, and I said, all of my money burned in my apartment this morning. And it was like the best because I could say the most ridiculous reason why I don't have any money, and I'm not lying. And it was like the best moment for me. I don't know why none of you guys, maybe because the way I'm telling the joke, there's still a homeless person who doesn't have money. But you don't realize how much joy I got. And I was ready for it as soon as he was asking Sam. I was like, I can't wait to tell him that all of my money burned up. This is so exciting for me. I feel like there was something else that I wanted to talk about that I might have glossed over. So let me check this really quick. We're gonna look here. Let's see. Pokey sticks, check. Sleeping in pants, yes. A lot of people have been like pouring out their support for me and offering me things. I was getting stuff like, while the thing was on fire, I was already getting people asking me to let me know if I need anything. And it was just like, I said thank you, but I was like thinking like, just look around your house. If you see a thing, I don't have that. I don't have that thing. A lot of people were also offering me like home furnishings and stuff, and I was like, thank you. Do you have homes? That I could put, if you could start, I would like 4 walls, but if you just have a wall or 2 and I can like do this number with it, would be good. So I had lunch with Sam. This is what I'm gonna close with. This was a special thing I had planned. This brings me to the fortune cookie. First, I'm gonna have a drink of water. You guys are in for a treat. Not because I'm gonna break the cookie up and give it to you. Oh, that's where you're like, oh, that was the treat. Fortune cookies for everybody. I had lunch with Sam, and while we were done eating, we were leaving the pho, or pho. I call it ramen because I hate saying it wrong, and I also hate saying that word the right way. I think they're both dumb words. So we're having noodle soup, and we're leaving, and the waiter ran out and was like, oh, you know, hang on. And we forgot our fortune cookies. And I was like, I already hate whatever's on this cookie. This was like hours after. I was still in my pajamas, a hoodie that's like a size too small, but shoes that are like an inch too big. And I had like, you know, it's like, I looked like a person who just jumped out of a burning building. I decided that whatever's on this cookie, I'm gonna open it up tonight, and I'm gonna close with whatever's written on this fortune cookie, right? Let's open this up. I'm gonna hate it, whatever it is. Okay, I'm gonna put this in this water cup. Here we go. Who cares? Oh, sorry. I'm gonna drop this in the water cup too. No one gets that cookie.
What's it say?
Oh shit. It says, I can't fucking believe this. There's a B on it. I don't know if that matters. I'm just stalling. All right, I can do this. Okay, hang on. It says, look for miracles everywhere. They even hide in tragedy. I'm assuming. I can't read because my glasses burn in the fire. You guys, I'm Chase Roper. Thanks very much.
All right. Give it up for